Good morning. It's warm, it's melty, it's foggy, and I'm at my shopping trip at Menards to get the stuff to do my water softener. As much as I want to buy stuff locally, these little valves right here that are sweat on one side and PEX expansion on the other saved me from buying a lot of fittings. And well, selection, that's a good thing. So we got what we need, I think. I made it back to the farm. Concrete truck looks like he's on his way out, so must have walls poured. We'll check it out. All looks good. They got not quite all the way around. They got to pour along the barn over there yet, and then on the other side of the driveway. But the rest of it's done, and they're just making sure everything's straight, putting some bracing in, and cleaning stuff up. Said they're gonna come back Monday and finish it. All right, I got all the stuff I need to get this water softener hooked up. So at least the actual water side of it. I ain't gotta figure out the drain yet, but we're gonna go ahead and start working on this. So I'm gonna dry fit everything, and then Dad's gonna come down here later and help me sweat the copper connections and stuff, because I don't really know how to do that. I bet I could figure it out, but I'm gonna let him help me. So we'll get some stuff laid out, and I'll show you what the plan is here. All right, so here's the plan. So this is what they left with, the plumbers for us to hook into from the well. I obviously want to put a water softener between the well and the house plumbing system. So we're going to put a T in here. We've got a valve. That's our water, softened water inlet, which is going to come hooked up to this port outlet on the water softener. I have a fitting to go on there. It is right here. I would open that up, but I only have one hand. So that's going to go on there. We're going to use PEX. I've got some 3/4 inch PEX expansion stuff that we're just going to come out of there, make a loop, and come up into here. I thought about setting these out so they're sticking straight out from the wall, but more risk of them being damaged, hit, bent, broken. And every other valve in this entire system is vertical, except for that one. So we're just gonna leave them vertical. It'll be easier anyway. And then we've got a bypass valve here. So this one will be closed almost all the time, unless we have an issue with the water softener or something. Then we can close both of those valves, open this one up, water will flow right through into the system. And then we are gonna come out of here with another piece of 3/4, and then I've got a reducer right here that's gonna reduce it to 3/4, and then we're gonna use inch. We're gonna come with an inch T and then go up with another valve, and then hook this PEX that's going out to my barn into that valve. So I need to get some blocking, Tapcon it to the wall like this, so that we can put some straps on and attach everything, and it's all solid and everything. And then when the well guys are here, they can hook into the 1-inch T with their plumbing, and we should be all good. So I need to cut another piece of this 3/4 inch stuff off. I've been measuring 4 inches. They're all trying to keep them all about the same. So we've got this pipe cutter. If you know what it is, then you know, but I'll show you if you don't. Basically, it goes on here, and it's got a little wheel on it right there that cuts into the pipe. So let me get started and I'll show you. All right, so I've got that on there. This is about 4 inches. You tighten this knob up, and it puts pressure on it against that wheel, and then you give it a spin, and then you tighten it some more, you give it another spin. You keep doing that until it cuts it off. So there's our little piece. Now if you look at that edge real close, you'll notice it's got some burrs on it and stuff from that. So there's a little fold out thing on there. You just kind of scrape that around. That scrapes all the burrs off. And that's good. So then we take our emery cloth and we wrap it around because we have to clean it. And now that's ready. Do the other end because we're going to use both. Okay, next we need some flux. So we put a little bit of that on, and I know you're probably supposed to use a brush and whatever. I'm using my fingers because that's what I have. Okay, now we can install it. So this one's gonna go right in there. And then on the other end of that, we're gonna have our reducing bushing. I should probably have a brush and be cleaning the inside of these fittings. I haven't done that. I don't have a brush. That is gonna go right on there like that. Now we use inch. I cut a block. I'm getting that attached to the wall. Oh yeah, there's my other one. I'm gonna put down there. I drilled some holes in it, and then I tapped conduit one in, and now we're drilling the other one. Milwaukee, hammer drill and everything. Uh-oh. I'm sure I drilled deep enough. Turn up the power. Crap. Saw that coming. Well, I guess I get to put another one in. All right, there, I got one. Can't even tell. So, oh yeah, I brought some Teflon tape back with me so that I can get those attached right. We're probably gonna pull this thing out of the way to do our soldering and stuff. I might be ready for Dad to come down here and help me. I'm gonna put another block in over there, but I don't want to do it until we solder everything because, you know, fire. So I've been trying to figure out what exactly to do with this PEX line coming in through the wall there, because it kind of comes in and then it just loops all over the place and it's not real nice and neat and tidy. So I found in our PEX inventory a 1-inch elbow. I'm thinking about cutting it off at the wall and putting that elbow in right here and going straight up with it. And then we also have these like 90 sweep PEX holder things. We have 2 of those, so I could run it up the wall, put a sweep in, and put another sweep in, and then come right down into where my valve is gonna be. I think that'll be the nicest looking, neatest, organized thing. It just makes me nervous cutting it off right at the wall, because once you cut it short, you can't make it longer very easy. I guess I could put a coupler in, but it should be fine. I mean, I don't need it to. It is where it is. If I ever got to replace it, it's cut it off on the outside and put a new one in. So, yeah. Okay, I think everything is roughed in. Got those put on there. I would have gotten plastic here, but I couldn't find any plastic ones. So, is what it is. I'm gonna go get Dad, have him help me. I'm pretty sure I could figure this out, like I said, but he knows what he's doing, so I'll let him help me. And then we can put another anchor block in there, get those secured, and hook up our PEX lines. All right, go ahead. Tell me what I did wrong here.
Mud.
Yeah, it's got mud up there on the I-beam.
Was it a bird nest or not?
No, it's mud.
Are you gonna set this up?
Maybe. I've got it pulled out now. So the well can connect here.
From there?
And it's gonna come in there to a pressure tank and then into here.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is for this line
Okay.
going to the barn.
Yeah.
And then coming here, going into the water softener.
What's that? How are you gonna get from?
PEX,
Oh,
3/4 PEX.
okay.
I didn't really want to go copper solid.
No,
I want
that's
it to
fine.
be
but
flexible.
Are these gonna be down or are they gonna be out?
Well, I thought about putting them out. We can do out,
But they'll stick out.
but they'll stick out, and there's a bigger chance of something happening, hitting them, banging
So you're
onto
gonna-
them, and then I kind of got to leave this set out. If I leave it down and I kind of loop it,
Can you make this turn?
I think so, then this is more out of the way. Whoops. So,
Okay.
and then back in with a bypass valve. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. It worked when I brought it.
I know.
There you go. Okay.
Huh?
Horizontal connection is probably already
Oops. Hit the back side, see if it's gonna draw in on this side.
Well, that's not very pretty.
Fine, the excess will not go.
Okay. We'll see how much it leaks here in a couple weeks. Well, it's far from the prettiest job any plumber has ever done, but I think it's all good. All the solders look good. I put in some more blocking in there to hold that. So I think I'm going to connect my 1-inch line into here next and get that one out of the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut it there and put a elbow on. Should be fine. We're a little close to that pump there, but should be fine. well, it's in there and installed, so my water line's hooked up. That is what's left of a 300-foot roll of PEX to get to my barn. It's about perfect. So all we got to do now is get the water softener lines plumbed in, and I'm debating on how to do that. I don't think I can make it quite flexible enough, like Dad was saying, to make the U-turn and then the 90 to get into here. So we're gonna have to use some elbows and stuff, and it's fine. I have them. We can do that. It's not hard. Just have to figure out exactly where I want this thing to sit and how we're gonna do that. Sometimes I get questions on my YouTube channel about what I would do if I wasn't a farmer. Probably would not be a plumber, but it's functional. Well, it will be functional when the, yeah. Which they're supposed to be here anytime. I should probably check in with them, but they had told me 15 to 16 weeks back in August. Well, that was in November, and that's come and gone, and I haven't heard from them. So I expect a phone call any day. Probably not tomorrow because it's Saturday, but they'll get here when they get here. So, I think our water softener is installed. And I'm got the water lines hooked up. I think everything on my end here is good. I do need the drain lines yet. Yep. So I gotta tie the drain from here into that and the overflow here as well. So that's another day's project. All right, I had to come out here to my seed warehouse to grab some chairs. I bought a bunch of tables and chairs a few years ago for field days and such. And well, we're having a birthday party tomorrow. So I'm gonna take them home. It's after 5, as you can see. It's starting to get dark, so I am actually gonna head home. I have a very important birthday cake to make tonight, so I'm gonna go work on that. And yeah, sorry for the non-farming content today. If you guys don't like videos that don't involve farming content, I suggest you check back in the spring, because there's gonna be a lot of this kind of stuff. This is what I'm working on. The entire point of my channel is to show you what I do every day from the life of a farmer, and some days I don't do farm stuff. That's just the way it is. So, today we installed the water softener, and tomorrow is a Saturday, and I'm celebrating my kid's birthday, which it's next week, but we're gonna do it tomorrow anyway. And next week we'll start working on the combine, getting some shields taken off, doing some cleaning. It's supposed to be pretty warm. Hopefully Brock will be around. He can do some of that kind of stuff as well. So there will be farm stuff scattered throughout. There will be house stuff. And that's how the winter's gonna go. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. I probably will see you on Monday. I know Tuesday next week, Dad and I have a meeting to go to, so I probably won't make a video that day. But yeah, things are good. It's nice to have harvest wrapped up, and it's nice to have a fair amount of tillage done. I was trying to add it up today. I believe we have somewhere in the ballpark of 300 acres of chiseling that we would like to get done yet. It'd take us 3 days probably. I don't know if we'll get a chance to do it or not, but it's thawed out now. It's 40 degrees now. It was warmer than that earlier. It's supposed to be up to 60, I think, tomorrow, or mid 50s anyway. So we're gonna have to wait for a while, and we'll see when we get our chance. So anyway, have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah. All that stuff that I should be telling you if I was a good YouTuber. Well, how'd I do? Not too bad. I mean, it's a 5-year-old's birthday cake, so he's happy. You can add amateur cake decorator to the list of things that I'm not a professional at.
Oh, don't do it.
Like it?
Yeah, can we put cars on it?
Not yet.